talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Forced out to his left. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Lucky. Back two, the Mike. Mike back two. That's the run. 52's the Mike. 52's the Mike.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Tevin Coleman, the ball.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
McCaffrey on the carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
49ers.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
17 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 6-0 our score after 1.
Dolphins 6, 49ers nothing.
On first down, here's Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 40-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
30-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
They'll come out in the pistol. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That one covers 29 yards, first down.
29 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, in the short time this San Francisco organization has been configured the way that it is, you've seen their draft patterns. And when they traded DeForest Buckner to Indianapolis, many people were wondering what's going to happen to the interior of the defensive line. Well, they replaced him right away with Javon Kinlaw, the rookie out of South Carolina, and I expect him to make a big impact early as a rookie. Plays with great leverage. I love his hands and really...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
48-yard line.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Coleman now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Taken from just outside the 30. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
McCaffrey on
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Baker in on the
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got the connection here to Bourne. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down, Kaepernick. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
By the Dolphins.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Gain of 14. And the Dolphin first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will make our score 9-0. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, he'll take a shot for McCaffrey downfield. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true, that's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say, on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. This scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run again with Breida. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. To throw is Tua. That's caught by Howard. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
This is 3rd down.
try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
25-yard attempt.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
They'll take over.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things